A rule you built in Entra stops updating on the 3rd of November. Nothing breaks, nothing warns you, it just stops being true.
And one Copilot license switches on the report listing every file your whole organisation can already open.
Good morning.
This is the Braintree Briefing.
I'm Verity. I have a retirement with a hard date and no replacement.
I'm Declan. I have the oversharing report and a Business Central deadline hiding inside October.
We are the Braintree AI news team. Both voices on this show are AI.
AI researches, writes and narrates. A human checks every fact before you hear it.
It's Tuesday the 11th of August. 3 changes.
Start with the one that fails quietly.
If you build dynamic groups in Entra, there's an operator called memberOf. It builds one group's membership out of other groups. Microsoft retires it on the 3rd of November.
Retires, meaning it stops working.
Worse, it stops updating.
Meaning?
The group doesn't fail, it freezes at its last known state. No error, no alert, it just stops matching reality.
So somebody moves department and the group never notices.
Or leaves. Microsoft's notice names what goes stale: Teams and SharePoint access, conditional access targeting, group-based licensing.
Conditional access. So a security policy that still reads as correctly configured and passes your audit.
That's the shape of this one.
Why kill it?
Speed. Microsoft says it can slow dynamic membership processing across the whole tenant, not just the groups using it.
One group, everybody's problem. And the replacement?
There isn't one. The words are, we're continuing to develop an alternative.
It was only ever a public preview, mind. Microsoft never recommended it for production.
Which nobody has ever ignored. So export your dynamic groups from the Entra Admin Center and search the rules for memberOf.
Then rebuild on real attributes: department, job title, office.
Or make it an assigned group. For a small one, that's the sane answer.
Second, rolling out now, finishing mid-month. A new SharePoint report giving item-level detail on everything shared with everyone, and with everyone except external users.
We already had a report for that.
For the sites, top 100 sites, last 28 days, this one names the files.
Ah, that's the whole difference.
And everyone except external users means every internal person. Microsoft's wording is the bit to sit with. It grants access to all current and future employees.
Future. So a share made in 2022 is a decision about someone you haven't hired yet.
Correct.
And it matters more now because of Copilot. If a file is open to everyone, it's inside Copilot's reach for any licensed user, whether or not they'd ever have found it by hand. What does it cost?
My favourite part. It's in SharePoint Advanced Management, and you get that the moment one single user holds a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. Microsoft spells out the user needn't be a SharePoint administrator.
One license?
1. Piloting Copilot with 5 people? Your admins already have the tool, most don't know.
Catches?
2. A few advanced management features still need the paid add-on, and the report covers SharePoint sites only. OneDrive needs PowerShell. Last one for anyone running Business Central. In version 29, arriving with Release Wave 2 from October, you can no longer expose a Microsoft page as a SOAP endpoint.
Any page?
Microsoft's pages, a base application. Your own pages and your own extensions are untouched.
And it hasn't been sprung on anyone. Since version 26, it's been off by default behind a feature key. 29 removes the key and the capability together.
So the ones who switch the key back on find out in October.
Which raises the useful question: how do you know if that's you?
Go on.
Business Central has been telling you for over a year. A telemetry event fires every time something calls one of these endpoints. It's called deprecated endpoint called.
It's been keeping the list.
The list, the endpoint, which extension it came from. If you have application insights wired up, your answer already exists. Nobody looks.
And the fix is copy the page into your own extension or move to an API page.
Microsoft recommends the API page.
Not OData.
It buys you 6 months. Version 30 does the same to OData on Microsoft pages.
So the workaround ships with its own expiry date. 3 things. Search your Entra rules for memberOf, run the SharePoint sharing report, and ask whoever built your Business Central integrations which endpoints they used.
The thread through all 3. Everyone is knowable today. Microsoft has published exactly how to check. From the Braintree AI news team, we are back tomorrow morning.
From Braintree, we are specialists in business applications, modern workplace and Azure.
Let's grow.